if you are planning to DIY some curtains, well, pattern repeat is the one fabric detail that could make or break your project. Hey, home stars, welcome back. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for today's lesson. We're talking about pattern repeat, and I find it important to talk about pattern repeat because it is one thing that if you do not think about, could throw your project off the deep end very quickly, right? Especially when you're doing a project like you're making curtains for your window and you need to line your patterns up across the window. If you don't measure and take your pattern repeat in consideration, then you most definitely will not buy the correct number of yards that you need to make your lovely window treatment, right? Now, what is pattern repeat? Pattern repeat happens on the fabric when one pattern at one point repeats itself at another point and repeats itself. Here, repeats itself, right? So it's repeating itself here vertically, and it's also repeating itself horizontally. Now, the vertical pattern repeat is what we need to concern ourselves with when we are calculating fabric for our curtains. Now, I have a bunch of videos on my channel that shows you how to calculate fabric for fullness, for rod pocket, also for single pinch pleat, double pinch pleat. Haven't done triple yet. I will be doing that. Look out for it. But most recently, I did want to show you how to calculate your fabric when you're making grommet curtains, because fabric can be very expensive. And so if you know everything you need to know, then you can go out and buy the right amount of fabric, and so that you won't have any issues, right, when you are trying to make your DIY curtains. Not only about price, it's also about dye lot, because some fabric depend on the dye lot could be slightly different. So you want to make sure you get all the fabric you need in one purchase, right? And so when I show you how to calculate, I'm looking at the board over there because the calculations for the grommet curtains is still there. But yeah, when I show you how to calculate your fabric, one of the things that we have to do the calculation is to figure out how many widths of fabric we need to make our curtains. And when we say width, we're talking about from one end to the other end, from self edge to self edge. That's one width of fabric. Sometimes when you do your calculations, you may need 2 widths, or you may need 3 widths. I just knocked my mic off, you guys. Sorry about that. Boo-boos happen sometimes. Life's not perfect, is it? No, it's not. Okay, there we go again. Right. So sometimes you may need 2 or 4 widths. Generally, we have whole widths. We don't have fractions of width, right? Usually, when I teach you to calculate your fabric, I will say to you, remember to consider your pattern repeat. But I get to thinking that most times when you're doing that, maybe you don't even know the fabric that you're going to need, right? Because you haven't gone out to source fabric to see what the fabric looks like, to see if the fabric had pattern repeats, right? And so what do you do then? This is what you do, right? In a minute, I'll show you how to measure for your pattern repeat, but this is what you do. When you're doing your calculations, just calculate as though the fabric doesn't have a pattern repeat. But remember this. Remember the number of widths that you will need. Now, yesterday when we did the calculation for our grommet curtains, we needed 3 widths of fabric. So it's 3 of these widths of fabric to do our 2 curtain panels. which means that we're definitely joining widths to get our panels. And if we're joining widths, we have to make sure our pattern line up across the fabric, right? And so as I was saying, remember how many widths of fabric you need, right? Now what you do is when you go to the fabric store to buy your fabric, so go around, look at the fabrics. When you have found the fabric that you need, make sure if it has a pattern repeat, look on it to see if there is any pattern repeat. Make sure, always do that, right? Because you can take it for granted that it doesn't have a pattern repeat when it does, right? Because the sales associate is not going to say to you, by the way, this fabric has a pattern repeat. Nope. You're just going to cut whatever you ask for and give it to you, right? So you have to do your due diligence and look to make sure if there's a pattern repeat. If there's a pattern repeat, then what you want to do is measure your pattern repeat. Now, the school of thought is that you measure from the middle of one pattern to the middle of the next pattern. I don't do that. I want to be 100% sure that my measurement is good. And so what I do is measure from the top of the one pattern to the bottom of the next pattern. And my pattern repeat here is 20 inches, right? So let's just, I like my whiteboard. If you've been watching my video for a while, you know that I like my whiteboard. So my pattern repeat is 20 inches. That's what you'd have to do to find your pattern repeat. Measure from the top of the first pattern to the bottom of the next pattern, right? It's 20 inches for me here. What I'm going to do is multiply my 20 inches here by 3 because I need 3 widths of fabric to make my curtain panels. So that's 60 inches. Now, when we did the calculations, we also went to the end and we found out that we needed 8 yards of fabric to make our curtain panels. That's 8 yards. So what we're going to do on the spot there in the store is divide our 60 by 36. Let me grab a calculator here. Okay. So we are dividing 60 by 36. And that is 1.67. So we divide 60 by 36, and that's 1.67. That's 1.67 yards of fabric. So what do we then do? We take this 1.6 yards and we add it to the 8 yards that we had gotten without the pattern repeat, right? So we have 9.67 yards of fabric. So we will need to buy, just round it up and buy 10 yards of fabric because you can always get some decorative cushions from the overage, right? And you never know, you might make a misstep and you need the extra. So yeah, 10 yards of fabric. And if you buy fabric in meters, then you go ahead and you multiply by 0.91 to get how many meters of fabric you will need. That's it, home stars. If you got value from today's lesson, please go ahead, hit that subscribe, and remember to turn on your bell notification and click all so you won't miss out on any upcoming videos. Please leave your comment below. I like chatting with you guys. Like the video, share the video. And I can't wait to connect with you guys in this lovely space of mine. You take care now.